Hey guys.
What's up, Brandon?
Thanks for having us down here in Cabo.
Yes, sir.
For Jumanji The Next Level. I love the movie.
Welcome. Oh, cool.
I love the experience yesterday. They had us kind of experience Jumanji a little bit, maybe how you guys did it. I jumped off a bridge and I drove some ATVs. It was very dangerous stuff. I'm not here to brag, but it was very scary. So I'm curious, what is maybe the scariest stunt or moment on a movie set? Maybe with this movie, just the most dangerous thing you think you've done that kind of made you a little nervous.
You know what was actually dangerous, and I'm not even going to downplay right now? The bridges that we had, they were like, they were janky bridges on purpose, so nothing was balanced. But running on the bridges as a group throws the balance of the bridge off. So that got a little weird a couple times because you can step wrong and, you know, it can be the wrong type of pressure on the knee or the leg. So the funny thing is, as you get older, it's the little that you start to pay the closest attention to. Wait, you want us to run on there at the same time? But everybody know. Wait, what speed are we all going at? The bridge was a little rough for me on days.
No, the bridges were funky, like on our joints and all that, because again, as everybody's trying to run at the same time. I think the most probably the most exhausting thing for me was carrying Kevin the whole movie.
Wait a minute. Wait
just as an actor.
We didn't have no scenes where you had to carry me.
No, not
What do you mean?
physically, but I mean just like emotionally and all those, you know, in ways that I've been doing every movie.
Wait a second. What does
Everyone.
that, hold on.
Central Intelligence.
Now, wait a
Jumanji.
minute.
Hobbs and Shaw.
All right, this is
Jumanji,
just,
this one. The next one we're going to do.
Well, this just made a dark turn down
Constant.
the road that I didn't know we were going on.
Do you guys ever kind of compete to make people laugh on set? Because I mean, you guys have a good time here. Is there a little bit of friendly ribbing to?
It's all genuine.
Not to get people to laugh on
Not
set.
a competition to do that. No.
I do it more so to just with him.
Yeah.
Like each other, and if everybody starts to, you know, if they laugh, then they laugh.
But it's not like, hey, I got to get this laugh at this moment right now. It's all
spur of the moment.
Yes.
Yeah, love it.
Genuine.
So I can't be here without asking you about one of your next projects, of course, for Comicbook.com. We saw you at Black Adam.
Black Adam.
What might that look like? Is that fair? Have you tried a costume on yet?
No, we're still in the process of, you know, R&Ding right now, but the costume is going to be great. I can't wait.
Does he have a sidekick?
Black Adam have a sidekick? Like, no.
He's got to have
like Chocolate Charlie or something like that?
He's got to have somebody. Like, what, like, does he have, because you guys know this world, right? I'm just trying to figure out.
No sidekick.
Who
a lot
I'm
of
gonna
enemies.
be. Yeah, but I'm trying to figure out, because we haven't
You would be his
discussed
enemy, yes.
the role that I'm going to play in it yet, which is weird.
I don't know if we have a role for.
That's what we got to discuss. So
The movie's Black Adam. It's an origin story.
got that part.
Yes.
But where do I go?
Well,
I hear what you're saying, but where do I go?
he's Egyptian.
Right? So we'll get into it, but
we'll figure
that's
that
the part
out.
that I got to figure out.
Well,
We'll let Hiram figure
we're
it out.
also going to introduce JSA in Black Adam, right? So, I mean,
there you
in
go.
JSA, maybe there's.
JSA.
Well, no,
I'm one of those guys.
no. Well, they have an
There it
animal,
is.
a pet. They have a pet. So maybe that's it.
Yeah.
What?
They have a pet.
Wait.
All right, my last thing for you guys. Today being my birthday, I'm turning 28 years old today.
Happy birthday, man.
Thank you. When you were 28, you were living in a house for the first time by yourself, and you were just breaking into movies. So
sure.
I'm curious, with this movie dealing so much with, you know, kids becoming adults and older folks becoming more youthful, would you have anything to tell yourself, your 28-year-old self, and say, do this, do less of this, this?
There's a lot I could tell myself.
That you can share.
Yeah, there's a lot. Well, that I can share. Things that I can tell. You know what? I would simply tell my 28-year-old self to stay on the grind, and that everything has an amazing way of working itself out. It's not to necessarily change, because a lot of the stupid stuff that my 28-year-old self did, you need. Yeah. So it's just, everything has a way of working itself out.
Awesome.
Yeah, and I would tell my 28-year-old self, keep working hard.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to get your ass kicked. That's going to be okay. And hold on to faith. I always say that, you know, not necessarily in the religious sense, but, you know, just faith that things are going to get better. If you get your ass kicked and you're down.
Where were you, 28-year-old self? Were you movie
No,
time?
I was at the peak of wrestling at that time, and kind of making the transition over.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
The two Dannys of Jumanji, you guys are iconic. I'm so happy we got to talk down here in Cabo. This is so cool.
Beautiful.
Yesterday, they wanted to give us a Jumanji experience.
Right.
So we went and we jumped off bridges. We were driving ATVs. It was wild. What is the craziest or most dangerous stunt you think you've ever done in any of your movies?
Well, I pour coffee, and and every once in a while, go answer the door. I don't know. Have you done stunts in your movies?
Any
movies?
I think I did the most stunts in the movie when I did Predator 2.
Okay.
I was hanging off. I was actually hanging off the building.
They've actually wired you up and everything. The whole thing. I haven't done many stunts in movies. Yeah.
Killing a predator barehanded that's a pretty good one.
Yeah.
And so in this movie, Kevin Hart and The Rock embody your Milo and Eddie characters. What kind of questions did they ask you to kind of hone in on your cadence and your dialect?
Well, basically, they observed us big time, watched us. Like Danny will tell you about Kevin, but I know that Dwayne was always there, and I would, knowing that he was there, I would give him a little bit more juice, so that he could, you know what I mean? So I'd turn up the burners a little, if you can believe it, and and that's how we work together.
But Kevin, he went on his own, man. That's what he's going. He'll make up his own package of Danny-risms, and everything else, and he was great, man. We didn't talk at all about it, but there's enough people walking around the street. The moment they see me, they give me some sort of action that simulates me, in some sort of way.
Sure. This franchise is now building off of Robin Williams' Jumanji from the 90s.
Yeah.
And it's very common to see these titles that are so beloved to people getting sequels or reboots or things like that.
Yeah.
If one of your movies, you guys have such incredible film resumes, if one of your movies were to get a sequel or a reboot, which one do you think would be the most fun to see revisited on the big screen today?
I don't know. I mean, like, we talk about it all, all the different movies, but I haven't got a preference. I always wanted to do Matilda 2, but, when the kid was still a kid, but that was like 20 years ago, 25 years ago, so maybe Matilda has a kid and we do something like that. Okay, I don't know. I haven't any idea. You go, Dan. Which one do you want to make?
Well, I don't know. The ones that I've already been associated with, I don't know. I love Beloved.
Okay.
I love the idea of Beloved. If there was some sort of sequel to Beloved, I may dance to that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
And Mr. DeVito, you have worked in Twins. You worked with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yes.
And this you work with The Rock. Who's bigger?
I think Dwayne is bigger.
Okay.
But 6 something. I don't know. Arnold's not that big, but they're both. Packed with muscle. I mean, you can't get any more muscle into those frames. And both the sweetest guys you ever want to work with.
Sure.
So if you get a chance to work with some big giant ass guy, you do it.
Oh, sure.
Sometimes.
So, being Comicbook.com, I have to ask you, we're fans of comic book movies as the Penguin gets ready for a recast in the Batman.
Yeah.
Do you feel a little protective of it? Do you get a little nervous?
No, I'm excited to see. Colin is a great actor. I'm excited to see what he'll do in the part. It's a really great a many layered character. Mm-hmm. So I'm very, very excited to see that because I was a big fan of the comic books, and I loved working with Tim. Tim Burton and I had a hell of a shorthand with that one, and I loved doing Oswald. So I'm very much looking forward to my friend Colin, see what he has to do.
Hey guys.
Hey.
Thank you for having us down here in Cabo. This is fun.
Yeah.
Yesterday,
You're welcome.
they had me go out there. I jumped off of a bridge. I was bungee jumping.
You did it.
Yeah, I was one of like 7 of the 40 people who did it. Of people here. I'm wondering, that was to experience Jumanji. What's the most dangerous experience you ever had on a movie set with stunts or anything like that? Anything ever scare you?
On the set of Jumanji or any movie?
Or anywhere. If there was a good one on Jumanji, I'd love to hear about it.
I mean, I did loads of stunts. I got thrown off of a bridge in this movie. There was like a big mandrel that comes up behind me and then picks me up, and literally like someone had to pick me up, and I'm like, like a tortoise on its back. And then it throws me over the bridge, and they really did throw me off of a bridge with wires, and it was terrifying.
That sounds haunting.
It was.
Wow. Jack, you played multiple characters this time. Bethany was the standout in the first one. You got a couple different characters under your belt this time. What's the secret sauce for kind of inhabiting someone else's personality, that someone else brought to the movie that you have to put the touches on?
You find the voice of the character. I was able to work with Serdarius, who is the character that inhabits my avatar this time. And I actually just had him read all of my lines.
Yeah.
And I recorded him doing it, so I was able to study that and work on that. And I also threw a little bit of Kevin Hart in there too. You know, he's a little bit of a hybrid of both of those characters, because people know that character just as much from Kevin playing Serdarius in the first movie as they do of Serdarius being Serdarius in the first movie. So try to dance around those two characters.
That's a good way to do it. And Karen, you're coming off of, one of the biggest movie of all time, and I can only imagine how secretive it was to work on Avengers Endgame.
Yes.
And then you come to this, and it seems like maybe this was a breath of fresh air, because it looked like you guys had so much fun. How do the two experiences compare?
They're pretty different, I would say. Yes, Marvel is all full of spoilers, but Jumanji has some spoilers that I'm not going to give away in this interview. So they're not worlds apart. But for me, the characters are just so different. My character in the Marvel movies, she's just like the biggest sadist in the galaxy and sounds like Marilyn Monroe / Clint Eastwood. And I'm not doing that in this movie, so they're totally different.
Did they even let you read the whole script of Endgame?
No.
No.
Wow.
That's
I know
how
what's
secret
happening.
it. That's when you know
And
it's
here
secret.
you get the whole thing.
I get the whole thing,
Okay,
yeah.
wow.
But they wrote a fake script on Avengers Endgame. So they would give out a
Wow.
script, but it wasn't the real
Wow.
script. It's like, I want to see that script, made into a movie. Can you
That's
imagine?
wild. And from here, you're joining the Marvel family. Did you get any advice? Did you have anything to say about how to pull it off?
We just realized that I have not
We're gonna
imparted my
hit the
wisdom yet.
buffet later and just talk about it. for
Talk
a
all
while.
things Marvel.
Yeah.
What is it like for you to go on, and is there like a difference in auditions or anything like that to go join Shang-Chi?
The process is that, and for both, I met with both Jake Kasdan and Destin, who was doing Shang-Chi, and I could tell from both of them that they had extremely passionate and clear visions for the stories they wanted to tell, and I think that's really important for me to come onto a project.
Love that. And Jack, how long till we get you in a superhero movie now?
I don't have any plans. I feel like Nacho Libre was kind of a superhero.
Yeah.
He wore a costume and fought crime
Yeah.
and was a hero of sorts. So that I guess I've already scratched that itch, as it were. Unless they want to, add Nacho to the MCU, you never know.
All about the crossover.
I think he'd be an awesome addition to the Avengers team.